What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Manbitesfilm.
Episode 88, bitches.
Damn, he took it from me.
That's right.
I'm your host,
Yeah,
Branden. Son of a bitch. I am Branden. Joining me is the men with no honor. They can't even let the host do his job.
Well, you're taking too long, bro.
We got William. Fuck, you're second today.
Good evening,
Fiddle.
ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to be here.
And Luis. Dear
What was
God,
that?
what the fuck was that sound?
Well, I was trying to cut Lewis off while he was introducing himself by drinking, but apparently,
that was the wet sound.
And this is how we start our year, ladies and gentlemen.
It
this
sounded
is how the
moist.
show starts.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. I hope everyone that is listening had a great holiday season and a happy new year and was super safe. As always, if you were joining us for the first.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah. Which two, though?
I'm not telling you.
If you're joining us for the first or 88th time, we are a weekly movie podcast where we talk about movie news. We review one movie all together. That's going to be changing very soon, the format of that.
Yes.
And at the end of the show, we review 3 individual movies. So, Lewis, I don't know. We were talking before the show. Do you have anything?
Yes, for movie news. I have a couple things.
Okay.
So, the first thing, Colin Farrell's first reveal of the Penguin.
Yes.
He's officially going to be the Penguin in the new Batman movie, which I'm kind of excited about. But I'm interested how he's going to stack up against... Danny DeVito, because I don't think anybody could replace DeVito as Penguin, but I thought the same thing about Joker.
Yeah, but then that's also like saying like Matthew McConaughey signed on to be the Riddler.
Yeah,
and how's that going to stack up against Jim Carrey?
Yeah, that's not that hard to go.
Oh, Jim Carrey was good as a Riddler.
Jim Carrey was okay.
Okay. The movie may have been on the crappier side, but he was.
Hey man,
as a Riddler.
You know we all have a soft spot for the Schumacher fucking Batman films. Don't give me that shit.
I'm sorry. Batman does not.
Nipple and ass Batman? Great shit, dude. Great shit.
Okay, so if you were forced to watch either what is it, Batman? Okay.
It's Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin is the one with Two-Face and Riddler.
No, Batman Forever.
I honestly don't remember.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Batman
Forever is Val Kilmer.
Yes.
Val Kilmer
Val Kilmer.
And then you have
George
Batman,
Clooney.
And then you Clooney. If you were forced to have to watch one of the two,
Clooney,
which one would you watch?
I hate Val Kilmer. I hate Val Kilmer.
See, I would have gone the other way.
Yeah, same. I'll go with Forever because, honestly, the lines of Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Freeze are some of those unbearable shit ever.
Those two movies are horrible. That's fucking torture.
And let's not forget that Tommy Lee Jones plays Two-Face.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I was watching a video the other day about little-known facts about the Batman movies.
Yeah.
Not the Christopher Nolan ones.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, including the Christopher Nolan ones. But it was like little-known... It's little things that like may have not been done on purpose, but then it linked all together. So in Batman Returns, which for those that don't know is the second installment in the Batman series with Michael Keaton.
Yes.
There is a scene where what's his name?
Michael
Danny
Keaton?
DeVito?
No. Yeah. Oh my God. Christopher Walken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's in his office, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he plays Dent. And in the background, there's a whole bunch of pictures of him shaking hands with celebrities in the Gotham world. Mm-hmm. One of them is him shaking hands with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which can be seen.
What's his name again?
Schwarzenegger?
Okay, I heard you say Schwarzenegger. I was like, what?
He kind of did. Like, it was like Schwarzenegger, and I'm like,
I'm not one to
I'm
speak
like,
because I can't say his name worth shit either. But it was just funny.
Isn't it Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger?
I mean, technically speaking, because it's Austrian and it's
way
German.
Too close to something else.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, be careful with that word, my friend. What are you saying, William? I'm sorry.
Well, no, because it's German, it's actually Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger. Okay.
Schwarzenegger.
What is
but
it again?
He's shaking hands with him.
No. This
Say
is way too close. We're cutting it too close to the line here. Man, if you mispronounce...
I don't even know where we're going with it.
If you mispronounce Schwarzenegger, it sounds like you're saying the N-word. Just not. Let's not. Okay?
Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, yep. No, we're moving on.
Yeah, we're moving on.
Wow.
What is your next piece of movie news, Lewis?
Why can't I say that if after what happened at the Golden Globes, they got away with that? Come on.
I still say that's staged. I don't know.
I think his jokes were planned and he knew what he was going to say, but I don't think they knew what he was going to say because let me tell you, William was right about the faces. Like, the faces that people made were like, ooh.
So for anyone that doesn't know, Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes went off on a rant and basically called out all of Hollywood, calling them basically that they don't know what it is to be, that they don't know what it is to be a regular human being, that they're sellouts and all this shit, and they don't know, they can't,
which he's got a point.
Like, yeah, like they just can't imagine what it is to be a normal, like, middle class person. Like, they just don't have that, because they were born into wealth or whatever. And he just went off and...
But he has a point. And,
yeah.
he was being pretty spot on.
Cut him off?
I don't think so. Why would they cut him off on live TV? He's on
because
live
he's going
TV.
off of what they're saying, what they have on the prompter. They don't know what he's gonna say. Maybe they're afraid he might say something a little bit too racy for live TV. So they're like,
dude, if they didn't cut him off after some of the shit that he said about stuffing her face and coming out with more hair. Sorry.
No,
shit was hilarious.
No, the one that he was when he talked about what's this guy, the British
hairball,
the big British guy that has like a late night television show,
James Corden.
Yeah, that he called him a pussy because he was in Cats.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. Have any of you? By the way, have any of you guys seen Cats?
No.
Okay.
I was outside the world premiere when they had it, so I got to meet a lot of the cast.
Because, dude,
I didn't go see the movie.
It's bad when, if anybody's listening that's into video games, when a company sends out a day one patch for a film, I've never heard that before. Basically, to fix the FX, like the VFX in the movie, there's something seriously wrong. There's something seriously wrong with that movie. Well, they're saying it's going to be one of the biggest flops ever, I think, or some shit like that.
I think that, there's over in Narcotic Cast where I was talking with John about it, and he was saying that it could be like a tax write-off type of thing, that some companies do that when they're, they know that their movie's going to tank or whatever, and they're trying to hold on to the rights to the movie. They have to film. The same reason that we got Fantastic Four 3 times is because they're holding on to the rights of the film. They need. But the thing is,
this wasn't even like I understand if this was made by a indie up and coming production company. And
it was made by an indie production company.
No, this was Universal.
No. The special effects house. The special effects house was some random nobody name.
But it's not about the special effects. Universal is the company that decided when the release date was going to be, and they still allowed it to be released because they get final say. If they say the movie's not ready, Universal can say we're pushing it back till this is ready. They knew what they were putting out.
They didn't want to put any more money in the bullshit bullshit script that was there.
But then they still ended up putting more money because when they did like the day one patch, now they have to go and restore, and not restore, sorry, and change all the movies that they released at the movie theaters. And you know what I mean? Like even the Sonic people were like, okay, y'all hate it. We're gonna take a step back and redo this. Which is
it's the same production company actually.
There's a whole conspiracy theory behind that.
Actually,
it was the same special effects house.
They were all fired. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
After they finished Sonic, they were all fired.
And that's the reason that this one got half finished was because it's the same special effects studio that did Sonic originally.
Well, they got fired, but not because of what happened with Sonic. But hold on, they didn't get fired because of what happened with Sonic. They got fired because of cutbacks at the production company.
No,
even though the
whole
president
production
still
company went bankrupt. The whole thing closed down. The whole company went.
You know how much money? You know how much money it probably was to change Sonic throughout the entire movie.
$5.5 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot less than the original people that were like, "It's $25 million to change it." It was like, "The fuck it is." No, it was $5.5 million.
Damn.
Which, yes, it is still a lot of money. I'm not taking away the fact that it was, but you know, it's a difference of $20 million. There are movies that are made on smaller budgets.
Oh yeah, no.
So,
yeah. I mean, I thought it was pretty funny, but the Golden Globes were hilarious.
Can we talk Star Wars?
Can we talk Star Wars? Have you guys finally seen it?
I saw it. I saw it the day it came out.
Okay, Louis, you don't count because then you said we knew you were not going to watch it. You're not watching it until like 2021.
More importantly, have you seen Doctor Who?
No.
Fuck Doctor Who. I'm kidding.
More importantly, did you see Joaquin Phoenix won the Golden Globe for Best Actor in the Drama Movies?
Yes, he deserves it.
Vegas is saying that even though he won the Golden Globe for Joker, odds are in favor of Adam Driver winning the Academy Award,
which he deserves
for what is it, a family story or
Marriage Story?
A Marriage Story.
He's a good actor, dude. Adam Driver's an dude. I'll say it hands down. But he is the best thing in the new Star Wars trilogy. Period.
Dude, you have to see Marriage Story. That is my number 2 film of 2019 because it is that fucking impactful.
I'm waiting to be like in a really depressed mood to watch that because the way that you describe it, it's like if I'm in a really good mood and I had a wonderful day and everything's going my way and whatnot.
Oh, it would depress the fuck out of you.
If I sit and watch that movie, and if I'm gonna want to fucking cry after it and eat a tub of fucking ice cream, I'm just gonna like do a combo meal with that and just be like, I'm depressed. I had a horrible day. I'm gonna have a good cry watching this movie and be a fat piece of shit and eat a fucking tub of fucking ice cream.
Hey!
So
don't call yourself a fat piece of shit.
You call yourself that all the time. I'm just stealing it from you.
No.
Oh, sorry, lazy piece of shit.
There you
Difference.
Go. There you go.
But sorry, I was paraphrasing.
No, but also, I don't want you to call yourself a fat piece of shit. Hold yourself in better light, you know? Come on, man.
Okay, I am a fat lump of shit. I'm a whole log, not just a piece. I'm the whole log.
I heard a lump, not a log. Okay.
So, yeah, the last thing that I wanted to bring up, because...
real quick, congratulations to Awkwafina for being the first Asian woman to win a Golden Globe in a leading role. In any leading role, she finally came back. Huh?
Nothing against her acting. I've never seen her act. I don't think I have, and I haven't seen what she won for. But that name, I just can't take it seriously. Like Awkwafina.
Yeah, too serious.
What? Other than that, hey man. Oh, I haven't seen it yet, but Parasite won.
Dude, Parasite is phenomenal.
I have to see it.
Parasite's probably going to win the Academy Award.
Probably.
I don't know. I doubt it. I really doubt it.
By the way, Louis, I'm going to cut you off at 15 minutes, just letting you know.
No, I know. I just wanted to finish up wrapping up at the last thing I wanted to bring up.
She won for the farewell, by the way.
There. Yeah. Okay.
I saw half of it, and I was not...
She was also the lead role in the Crazy Rich Asians.
By the way, you know...
He was better in Crazy Rich Asians.
I'm
honestly.
joking. I'm not going to cut you off at 15 minutes. I just wanted to bring a joke to the table. Yeah.
Have we become the Academy Award now? I have a time limit?
You cut out. What'd you say?
Puta.
Dude, I don't know if it's my internet. Did he cut off for you, William, or is it just me?
No, he's still there, but he's just doing his patented William Shatner talk
No, but
right
like
now.
it like
what?
No,
I'm
no,
not doing William
no,
Shatner.
no.
Fuck off.
It must be me then, because like he like legit cut off, but he was still saying the same thing, and then it kind of like the whatever, dude. That's my connection's taking a slight poop. It's fine. That's what I have to say to you.
I forgot what I was saying now.
I know you hate when we burp and fart and shit on the show. Well, I burped.
I hope you're not shitting on the show, because that's...
I meant fart, whatever, dude.
You said fart and then shit right after, so you're implying that shit is the third thing. So, anyways, coming up at the end of February, we're going to be doing our Manbitesmedia Awards. So please go on to Facebook and join us for our votes and stuff like that, so we could actually show our People's Choice Award this year and make it something that's really prominent and that's not fucking Endgame. Please, let's not make it fucking Endgame.
Let's make it Endgame.
I might disqualify it altogether.
I rally all of you that listen to us.
You cannot veto the voting of the people. This is a democratic show, not an anarchist show. And if anything, if anybody got the power to do that, it would be your cousin, because he's technically the host of the show, so the veto goes to him.
Get shit on.
Yes, but I am the producer of the show.
Shut up. So I rally each and every one of you.
I am the man behind the curtain.
Shut up. I rally each and every one of you that listens to us.
I am Palpatine.
Vote? No, you're not cool enough to be Palpatine. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Palpatine's got more hair.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, actually,
he's got
he does.
more hair than you.
Yes, he does.
Isn't he bald?
No. Even when he gets hit by the lightning in episode 3 by Mace Windu, he still has hair. Suck.
Whatever.
So I rally each and every one of you that listens to us, vote for Endgame, because I really want it to win, because I want to see my cousin suffer.
I'm going to put it against the strongest movie out there.
I believe in you guys. Vote for it. I believe.
So yeah, that's the wrap of this section.
All right.
Let's go. Move it in.
Yeah, whoa. I am the host. You don't wrap up shit.
Come on.
Know your place. Know your place.
Get your... Come on.
Know your place.
Come on, man. Come on.
Join us after this quick break when we come at you with our new, not so new segment, the movie bucket list.
That's right, bitch. Close to the segment. Like I said. What are you missing?
It doesn't matter, dude. Thank you for interrupting me at this moment. I was thinking of our show. God damn it. Thank you for joining us again at this quick break for our new, not so new segment, the movie bucket list, where William has been bestowed by the aliens with these posters.
Yay, float. The aliens again.
They float. And they have these movies that the aliens think...
They all float.
The aliens basically think that these are the best films that have ever graced humankind's eyes.
Yeah, debatable.
And William picks one at random, and then we all debate amongst ourselves if it should or should not be on this list. So, William, what is the movie this week?
This movie this week is a movies that came out. It's a movies.
So it's 2 movies?
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. It came out in 1994. I think he was trying to be a rom-com. I don't know. I not a movie that I like. Not that a movie that I'm like, I kind of respect it because it is kind of like a cult classic at this point, but not a movie that I would sit back and like go, yay. And it has Hugh Grant in it.
Oh.
Hugh Grant.
No, that's not that.
What do you think it is?
It's not Love Actually. Love Actually is 2000s.
I mean, you are correct that he's in that movie, but you're also correct that it's not the movie that I picked.
Well, obviously.
Get fucked, Lewis.
That's why I said it, because it's not that movie.
Wow. Rowan Atkinson is in this movie, a.k.a. Mr. Bean.
Oh, fuck that guy. Well, fuck him in Mr. Bean. He's really good in other shows, but goddamn.
What? I'm sorry that you cannot enjoy Mr. Bean.
Fuck him. I hate that character, dude. I really hate that character.
Guess what, Lewis? He hates you too. William, continue.
Thank you. Andie MacDowell is in the movie as well.
Okay.
Not as good as Malcolm McDowell.
Nothing?
No, I'm completely I'm completely lost. I don't have any idea what this movie is. Maybe Lewis does.
Lewis? No idea? Nothing?
The only other thing that I could think of, but I don't know if it's the right... No, that's 2000s too, though.
What?
About a boy, but that's not... No.
Yeah, no, not about a boy.
We heard zero.
No, there is no zero. I don't know where you...
Dude, Samara said zero!
No, she didn't. She said 4 weddings and a funeral.
That's on the top 100?
That's on the bucket list.
I mean, it's a good fucking movie, but top 100? What?
I personally would not put it on the top 100.
I've never seen this movie, boys, so I'm going to sit back and you guys debate between yourselves.
I don't think there's much debate on this one because, like I said, I watched it when it first came out. I was like, it's alright. Wasn't my cup of tea. And I haven't really watched it since.
I think it's a great movie. It's really fun, and it has a great fucking sense of dark comedy to it. But it's not like there's a lot better dark comedies out there than this. And to put it on the top 100, no. Like, not a chance.
I wouldn't. Not even as one of Hugh Grant's best movies, because he's done better movies.
No, Love Actually is a better movie.
Notting Hill was a better movie.
Oh, fuck that movie. That movie's boring as shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's like fucking...
It's cinema.
That's like reading a War and Peace. 2001: A Space Odyssey. That movie's boring, bro.
No, but Notting Hill is fucking boring as shit,
I've never seen it, but, you know...
Oh my god. That movie is boring as fuck.
By the way, for the listeners, I like 2001, but it's very drawn out and it's slow, so it could be interpreted as boring to some people.
To say that it's slow is to put it nicely.
2001?
I've seen molasses win a race faster than 2001: A Space Odyssey went by.
Touché.
So going back to 4 funerals and 4 weddings and a funeral.
4 funerals and a wedding. Wow. And he says I don't pronounce shit right.
So
Jesus
I think the
Christ.
movie's really good. Like, it really is. It has that dark comedy to it. It has that very British comedy that it is like, it's that rom-com comedy, but there's something missing in it, that it doesn't have that heart that you would want to be able to say this is something that's across the board for everybody. Again, I love this movie. This for me is like an 8 out of 10, but for it to be on the top 100, that means it has to be a 9 or a 10. There's no way it could be less than that. So I definitely don't agree that it should be on there at all.
I'm with you on that one. I don't think that it should be on there. I don't know how or why. I need to find out what the company is that released these. Like,
yeah, because somebody sucks somebody's dick for that one.
I have to find out who the aliens spoke to on Earth to come up with these magical posters to release onto me, which are now floating around in my room.
Dude, that was some Prometheus and Bob shit, and Prometheus got somebody sucking off on him. Yeah.
Sorry.
That was the noise at the beginning of the show.
I think we lost him. William?
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm here.
He's like, I'm not taking part in these shenanigans.
I am trying to stay neutral in all this. I'm trying to be the mature one.
So, okay.
So this thing got nominated for Best Picture. It got nominated for Best Writing, Screenplay,
Dude, it has a 96 on Rotten Tomatoes, which I know means nothing, but it also has an 81 on Metacritic and a 7 on IMDb. That's not bad.
So no, it's not a bad movie. Like I was saying, it's not a bad movie, but
it's boring as shit.
It's not boring as shit. This movie is not boring.
All right, you're right. It's not boring as shit. It's boring as fuck. It's not my cup of tea. I don't.
What would
a 4, 5?
God damn.
Jesus.
Like, I'm not like it's got a great cast. It's there are obviously people out there that truly enjoy this movie, and good for them, and kudos to them, and I'm not taking away from it. And it's a well done movie. It's just not for me, and for me by I don't know, just 4 or 5.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to bring it up. I finally went to see. I know it's not out everywhere yet, but I went to go see 1917.
Yes.
So good. If you have a chance, go see it. This movie is the first ever movie that I've seen that's literally, I know it's obviously not done that way, but it is one continuous shot. The camera never fully breaks away from what's going on. You can see that, in some places you're like, oh, this is where they cut. And
yeah, I think they had 5 or 6 cheats throughout the film. But that's still an accomplishment,
an explosion, dude. And then the screen goes dark, and obviously you're like, oh, obviously they cut over here. But
yeah. But dude, like you're talking about it's a 2-hour movie, dude, and there's only 6 cuts in the film. That's amazing, and it's a war period piece.
And it's
That's
not just walking around. There are times where, like, and this is not a spoiler because you see it in the previews. There's a plane that crashes into a barn in a continuous shot. Can you imagine having to being towards the end of one of these 6 shots and fucking up your line, or forgetting your line, or something goes wrong, and it's like, oh my god, what are you doing? And I didn't realize that one of the main guys in it was one of the not Stark.
It's Tommen.
Dude, everybody from
Lannister.
Game of Thrones is in everything now. Let's just accept that.
Well, him and Rob Stark has an appearance. Obviously not as Rob Stark, but the actor that plays Rob Stark.
That'd be the greatest crossover ever. World War I with fucking Game of Thrones. That'd be lit.
No, I want to see The Witcher and Game of Thrones do it.
I still have yet. I've only seen the first episode of The Witcher, but that show is pretty good.
I want to see season 2. The Witcher just looks up and you see a dragon flying over holding a body.
Fuck.
You're like, ha ha! Yes, this is now canon. And it takes place in the world. Oh, this is why I can't make movies, because I would cross over everything.
All right, so what is it? 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nay for me.
Streaming on Hulu too.
It's
if you want to go watch it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so that's why I was quiet the entire time. All right, so the aliens were wrong with this one.
Wrong.
Stop
getting sexual favors.
The aliens were wrong for coming to Earth in the first place, but
welcome to Earth.
True.
Here we are.
Earth.
Earth.
Okay, Durf.
No, because I think I've
said
Earth.
4 funerals and a wedding. Shut the fuck up.
No, because I think I've said this on the show before. In Independence Day, when Will Smith says "Welcome to Earth," it sounds like he's saying "Earth" for some odd reason to me. So yeah, that's where I get that from. But whatever.
Earth.
Stay tuned after this quick break.
Close encounter.
Yeah, exactly, with the cigar in his mouth. Stay tuned after this quick break when we come at you live with the main segment of our show, the main review, Airheads. Alright guys, welcome back for the main segment of our show, the main review live. This is William's pick, Airheads.
It is a very William pick.
In what sense, how?
I mean, come on.
Is it because he's an airhead?
comedy. Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow. It's like pure stoner comedy.
Yes.
But I'm not a stoner.
No, but it's turn your brain off movie.
It is. I figured, but it's also very us because you can see us like each having.
All right. Who's who?
So who would be who? I'm curious now.
Oh,
yeah. I'm curious.
Oh my god.
Because I'm Buscemi for sure.
No, you're Sandler.
Oh, fuck off.
You're Sandler.
Dude, you have sex with like the hottest girl in the movie, for fuck's sake.
Right? And it's like, and it's specifically like, what's the line is she says, it's like, does that dumb act really worked and everything? I'm like, look, it's like, there you go. If anything, I'm Buscemi.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. You're not a conspiracy.
And Branden is Branden?
Yeah, Branden is Branden.
Yo, Brendan Fraser has some nice ass hair in this movie, dude. I'm about it.
Yeah, he did. I think that actually though, like depending on the situation, like the roles are like a revolving door for the three of us. Like,
yeah,
there's times where we're Branden, you're a little Sandler, and there's times where I'm a little Sandler. There's times where we're all a little fucking Branden because we just want our fucking song played on the goddamn radio.
That's very true.
So this movie is basically about these three friends. Two of them are brothers, and
are they?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, aren't Buscemi and Sandler?
Are they brothers?
Brothers? Yes, I think they are.
What?
Yeah.
What?
William?
How did I miss that?
William? Did we lose him?
They are brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were brothers.
Yeah. Did we lose you? Did you cut out again or
no? No, you didn't.
I don't know. It's just like the Wi-Fi being the Wi-Fi, but yeah, no.
Okay, cool. No, yeah, they're brothers, and basically they're kind of all deadbeats, and they have like some sort of rock and roll band, whatever. Yeah,
Stallions.
The Lone Rangers.
Wrong movie.
The
Lone Rangers.
Lone Rangers with an S at the end.
So, Brendan Fraser's character has been basically going into this record company and trying to give them their demo, and he always gets thrown out. So they basically come up with a plan to hijack a radio station with fake Uzis that look very real, and basically get them to play their tape on the air and try to get a record deal. But they don't think that they're gonna go to jail from all this shit. And then,
because it's the fucking 90s, dude.
The mayhem ensues.
I think it's a fun movie. This is one of those movies that I haven't seen since I was in high school, so it's been a hot minute. But honestly, like I remember this movie very fondly, and I still look on it very fondly. It was a fun movie. I have nothing bad to say about this movie. I really don't. I had so much fun watching it, and I'm glad you made us watch it, William, because it is a throwback to the 90s, and to see all these people that we know now as famous actors and seeing them way back when, and you're like, holy shit, dude, these guys were in this movie.
Yep.
And Joe Montana, that's now on Criminal Minds, and he's like, I've got like a full set of white hair.
Yeah.
And they all look so young in this movie.
Dude, I didn't even remember Sandler was in this. I was like, what?
Sandler, Judd Nelson, Chris Farley, Joe Montana,
Michael Richards,
David Arquette,
oh my God.
Ernie Hudson,
which
fucking
Lemmy.
Honestly, Lemmy is in this movie?
Can Michael Richards ever act in something and you don't see Kramer? Like,
dude, he was amazing. When I saw this, I was like, oh my God, it's Kramer.
Yeah.
I didn't know fucking Kramer was in this.
Yeah, dude. Like, you look at him and you're like, this is fucking Kramer. Like,
dude, but it was amazing. It was so good.
Harold Ramis is in this movie.
Yes, he is.
And Rob Zombie.
Yes, Rob Zombie. Yeah, White Zombie was playing. At the concert.
At the club or whatever.
Yeah, who the hell is Mike Judge in this movie?
I didn't know he was in this.
He remember he picks up a phone call from Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shit!
Yeah.
Yes,
That's right.
They pick up a phone call in the radio station from Beavis and Butthead. Yeah.
Tracy Ullman.
It's
It was so good. It was fun 90s movie. It has the very much the same feel because obviously it's the same director as Heathers. It feels like Empire Records. Yeah, it's the same director as Heathers. But it has the feel of like Empire Records and stuff like that.
But that's also why I picked. Yeah, I mean, like that's why I picked this movie because, like you said, it's a mindless movie, but it's a good start. It was like money in the bank as far as like it was going to be a good movie that was going to bring a lot of nostalgia. We were all going to enjoy, and it was a good setting the bar for the new year. Off to a good start, all positive, and it's sit back and you don't have to like sit and is like, is there symbolism in this movie? Is there mise en scène? Is it a political statement? No, it's just three people trying to get there. You know what I mean? It's like we've all struggled. We've all thought about what is the most extreme thing that we would do to achieve our goals and do what we have dreamed to do, and.
Trust me, I've thought about
90s, almost I want to say 90s royalty in this movie, but it's fun.
I've thought many a times to go to Clearwater and try to like push the podcast on there and stuff like that. So yeah,
like I love the line when it's like, question. Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God? And it's like, trick question, Lemmy is God. It's like, yes. But and Chris Farley being the fat cop, it's like
this was right before he died, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, well, obviously.
No, but I mean like very, very
obviously it was before he died.
No, man, I'm saying
I know what you meant, Brandon. I know what you meant.
Thank you, man. Son of a bitch.
But
fuck you.
But I love like even Chris Farley has his redemption moment in the club where he just like rips the nipple ring right off the guy. It's like, wow.
He was the most misplaced out of the whole movie. He is the weakest link in the movie, definitely by far, and I don't think he had any real reason to be in the movie, honestly. Like, it was just completely miscasted, honestly.
I don't know, like, I was okay with the movie. It wasn't anything mind-blowing. It's definitely, like, a stoner comedy. And it's very, mind you, coming from somebody that, this is my first time watching this film, I could definitely see, like, this being a nostalgic movie for somebody that grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
But it's nothing to write home about. You're not going to get anything that's going to blow your socks off, you know? It's there. It's just a comedy. It's funny. Has its moments.
It's Pauly Shore-esque. It's that kind of like just have fun with it. But nowadays, if you watch it, you're like,
I don't know what you guys mean. Like, I don't know when somebody says like this was right around the time that he died, but this was like 3 years before Farley died.
Yeah, so I meant like, was this like a year or 6 months before he died?
No, it's 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Before he passed away, he came out with some other movies since then. So he still had like some time to live after this movie came out. But I mean, Chris Farley, unfortunately, like everybody that talks about him. Oh, this was like a year before Tommy Boy came out.
Okay.
Which Tommy Boy is so much better than Black Sheep. Sorry, but
I agree with you.
And then Almost Heroes is the last movie that came out with him in it. It came out the year after he passed away. The last movie that was released while he was still alive was Beverly Hills Ninja.
Which I loved that movie as a kid so much.
I loved him in Coneheads. He was hysterical. He had a small role.
Coneheads is such an incredible movie. God, I love that movie.
Dude, that movie was great. That is probably one of the best SNL sketches that came out to movies.
Mm-hmm. That and Wayne's World.
Yeah, I'll give you those. Those are the two best ones by far.
Definitely.
Because the rest were kind of,
Well, I think it's because SNL was like, oh, we got 2 big hits with Coneheads and then Wayne's World. It's like, what other movies can we turn into what other skits can we turn into movies?
And then they came out with
Superstar, and then there was the other one with like the two Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan, where they when they're in the club.
Night at the Roxbury.
Night at the Roxbury came out. Like they tried to cash in, and the light they only struck twice.
Yeah,
well, three times if you consider Wayne's World 2.
I'll be quite honest with you. I'm not a fan of SNL. Not a fan.
What?
Not a fan. Nope.
Oh. Like ever or like SNL now?
Just in general. Like I can find things funny, but I'm just like about it.
Oh, dude, even Tom Hanks and fucking SNL is hilarious.
Oh, wait. Hang on. We forgot one movie that came out from SNL.
Which one?
Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
So MacGruber.
All right.
MacGruber.
Gilda. There's a whole bunch of them that came out. Oh, Three Amigos was also.
Oh, fuck that movie. That movie was shit. Come on. Get out of here.
You didn't like that?
No. God, no.
Okay.
What about The Ladies' Man?
All right.
Which one?
Ladies' Man.
No.
What is your... Let's put this shit to bed. What is your rating on Airheads?
7 out of 10.
William?
8 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Damn.
Nah, man, 6 is good. 5 is mediocre, and then below 5, you get
it. Yeah, it's like one step above mediocre.
Good. Or okay. Sorry, not good. Okay. And then 7 is like good, and then from there.
You're being a Lewis right now.
No, I'm not. Wow.
Damn.
Don't call me that. Don't ever.
I became an adjective now.
Don't ever refer to me as a Lewis, man. That hurts.
What entails being a Lewis? I want to know.
We'll tell you off air.
Good taste in movies.
People talking about it. Hey, it was you talk up a movie and say how great it was and how much you enjoyed it, and it was like entertaining and all this and all that, and you're like, all right, what do you give it? And you're like,
no,
4.
I didn't. I did not talk up Airheads. I did not talk up.
No. Airheads. I know. It was just the fact that you came in with the lowest score.
Yeah, no.
So I had to go with it.
No, but I can totally.
No, you're not being.
That has definitely been a Lewis moment. There have been plenty of times on the podcast where you're like, I really enjoyed this movie. I give it a 3, and you're like, okay, what?
right. That's being a Lewis.
All right.
Whatever. Fuck you guys.
All right. Stay tuned. That's this quick break when we come at you. Not live, never live, with the final.
Why not live?
Fuck you. It's gonna be live soon, hopefully.
Yes.
With the final segment of our show, the individual reviews.
Wait, what?
Final segment of our show. The individual reviews, never live. William,
why not live?
William is going to be going first. You know why it's not live. That may be changing in the future, though. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. William, go, please. Save this. Please.
All right. So this week I went with I don't know if you call it a biopic, but definitely something with
a biopic?
To do with history. A biopic.
I know. It sounds...
A biopic?
It sounds like they're...
I'm going to start masking my words so that my accent doesn't come out.
No. I've always found that word funny because it literally sounds like...
Biopic?
Like they're going into your stomach to, like, scrape off a piece of skin or some shit. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, my biopic this week...
Biopic?
It has an amazing cast.
I bet it does.
It's great. Eddie Murphy, Wesley Snipes, Keegan-Michael Key, Divine Joy Randolph, Craig Robinson, Mike Epps, Snoop Dogg, Chris Rock,
for fuck's sake,
Lunel. Yeah, it's got T.I., Barry Shabaka. It's got a laundry list of like good actors. And I will admit I was not aware until the end of the movie that this was actually based on true events because they seemed so far-fetched that I'm like, this can't be real. But apparently it is. And the movie is on Netflix, and it's called Dolemite Is My Name.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know it was on Netflix already.
Yeah, it's because it was a limited release. It was kind of like the new Shaft movie, but good, where they released it at the movie theaters, limited run, limited viewing, and then just went straight to Netflix. And
now, I have a question for you. Did you ever watch any of the Dolemite movies back in the day?
I did not, because that okay. For those that were paying attention, I didn't realize Dolemite was a real person. So
I kind of tune you out when you start going off on your rants.
So it wasn't a rant. I introduced the same way that you introduced. Now you know how we feel, bitch.
Yeah, and you guys tuned me out halfway through too.
Not really, because
there's a delay there, so you know it's true.
So I have not seen any Dolemite pics, but apparently he said like, yeah, because like he was very serious about his movies, but apparently they came out they were more like comedies, and instead of getting mad about it, he just went with it and he started making more of these movies. This is just basically like the first one that he did. It's like how he got to making the first one and then making of the first one. So it's almost like a behind the scenes.
That's what I've heard.
Huh?
That's what I've heard. I've been wanting to watch this when I saw it as a limited release in theaters, and I couldn't get to it. And I was like, oh my God, when is it going to come out?
You will actually enjoy this. It's actually really good. I think Eddie Murphy will probably get looked at this. Don't know.
I was amazed that he didn't get an Academy, a Golden Globe at least.
I think the movie was released after the nominations had been released.
No. Well, yeah, that's the thing though. Even 1917 was on the nom list. It didn't win anything, but it was on the nom list.
Because I know that to be nominated for a certain award, you have to release the movie by a certain cutoff date. So I don't know if this was released too late for the Golden Globes, but there's Oscar buzz for Murphy.
Oh, yeah. From what I've heard, he deserves it.
So, like, he deserves the nomination. He's going to win it. I don't know. But I'd say that he would probably deserve a nomination on this one. Wesley Snipes is in it in limited quantities, really. Not as much as, to be considered like a top name in the movie. If I butchered his name, I apologize. Divine Joy Randolph. She's great in this movie. She is your quintessential African American, take no bullshit kind of woman, and she portrays her very well. Craig Robinson is Craig Robinson at his best. He's just like being himself, but it's very fitting for the movie. Mike, like everybody in this movie is not out of place. One of the funniest things is that Snoop Dogg plays like this old DJ, so they aged him by about 20 years, and he's got like wide dreadlocks and everything, and it's funny as hell. I definitely advise watching this movie, whether you know the history, I knew nothing of the history, and I absolutely love this movie. Had I known about it, I still would have watched it. And
dude, if you would have known about it, you would have wanted to watch this, because the Dolemite movies were hilarious. It's black exploitation at its best. I consider these better than Shaft, actually. So
Rockwell has like a small part in this movie too. Samuel Rockwell.
Nice.
So what the hell was I going to say? Oh, and what I do after I watch movies like this is I either go online or I go on YouTube and watch, like I put in how real is, and there's people that make videos that, are history buffs, and they're like, they took liberties with this, or this movie is very, very, very close to reality. So there's very few liberties that were taken in this movie, which to me, the closest you stay to actual facts, the more I like the movie even after the fact, because it makes me feel like this is truly what a person went through to get to where he was. And to me, that makes my movies more enjoyable. Not that I don't enjoy the other movies. Like Bohemian Rhapsody was a great movie. I liked it. It was a good biopic.
Fuck that movie.
There are so many liberties and so many things that are not in chronological order in the life of either the band or Freddie Mercury. Whoa! Also, by the way, congratulations! Damn it! Who's the kid from Kingsman and Elton? He won a Golden Globe.
Here, I'll tell you.
Egerton.
Yeah.
Eggleton. He won
Eggleton
Globe for his portrait.
Egerton.
Egerton. I don't know, but he won a Golden Globe.
Did I say it wrong, or did he?
No, I'm gonna fight. Jesus Christ, the Kingsman.
It's Egerton, I think. I don't know if there's a D in there or not, but
shit, what's this kid's name, bro? Here, wait. It is. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Taron Egerton.
Told you.
Okay, yeah, Egerton. He won for his portrayal of Elton John in Rocket Man.
Oh shit!
So,
okay.
I was happy because I don't know if
I did not.
If you guys saw Rocket Man or not, but it is a fun movie.
Really good. It's fucking incredible.
Anyway,
yeah, definitely.
I hope that it wins for at least costume design, because if you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
What, in the Academy Awards for costume design?
Yeah, it deserves, because the amount of costumes that it makes for this movie.
I'm gonna go with Little Women. We're winning for costume.
But I feel like movies like Little Women.
Fuck that movie.
I mean, then you could say the same thing for costumes for. Oh my god, I am having one of my blanking moments right now, and I'm trying not to lose it. Harriet. You could say the same thing about Harriet, because the costuming is the same for Harriet. You know,
fuck that movie too.
It's almost like a cookie cutter. I don't want to say cookie cutter, but we've seen it before.
It's a shitty cutter.
Whereas with something like Rocket Man, like the amount of detail put in, and it goes through decades. It's not just a timepiece. Like Little Women, it's the same, more or less, decade or two that goes through it. Harriet Tubman takes place, around the same decade as well. Rocket Man spans 4 decades.
Well, not only that, it's just a good movie. The rest of the movies that you mentioned are really shitty movies.
Well, I'm not talking about movies. I'm just talking about costume design.
It's not a bad movie. Jesus Christ.
I finally saw that piece of shit. It's bad.
No, it's not.
Right. It is definitely done differently because it's not in chronological order. It bounces back and forth. But
I'm okay with that. It's just a bad movie. It's badly done. It's badly acted. It's just... It doesn't grab you in any way or form. There's no...
I completely disagree with that, but that is for another day. William, finish your goddamn review.
I give this movie a good 9 out of 10.
Okay.
It was very well done. It was very well filmed. It was entertaining. It had good jokes. Like I said, everybody in Dolemite is well cast. Watch it, enjoy it, let me know what you guys think. Dolemite is my name on Netflix, streaming now. Brandon, what do you have for us?
So I finally decided to give it a watch, and I'm gonna be reviewing Bumblebee for this week.
Oh man, fuck that movie. That movie.
I really like that movie, actually.
So I didn't watch the 4th. This is technically the 5th Transformers movie, right?
Is it really?
I think so.
Holy fuck!
Well, it's the 4th. It's the 5th Transformers movie. First one not done by Michael Bay.
The only good one, you mean?
No, sorry. It is the 6th installment.
No.
There is no Transformer movie that's good.
Dude, Transformers.
Besides Bumblebee.
Transformers?
The first one was good.
So Transformers...
The 1985
God
one?
damn it!
No.
No, the 1980 like animated Transformers movie is incredible. All right?
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying.
But talking live action.
So live action, we got the original Transformers, we got Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, The Last Night, and then Bumblebee.
Yeah, it is the 6th one.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the 2007 one, like the first live action. I thought was decent.
I thought it was decent, but after watching this one,
this is what it should have been.
Even though I still have my gripes with this movie, not that Bumblebee is a bad character. I like his character. He's cute. But why do they have to take away the whole, like, I understand it's for the plot, like, that he can't talk because, you know, he can't communicate with Charlie and all that shit. But...
Because it's going to sound all funky, dude, as a live action. I really do believe that.
But every other character talks! Every other Decepticon or Autobot talks. Why can't he?
Yeah, it's a fun plot point.
I don't know, man. I liked when he talked in the beginning. I was like, oh, fuck, we're actually getting a movie where Bumblebee talks? And then 5 minutes later, they rip his vocal cords out. And I'm like, God damn it.
No talking for you, bitch.
Also, like, the beginning of the movie was so cool. Like, when they're on Cybertron and they're all fighting and shit, and you see...
Dude, that was awesome.
You see Soundwave and Shockwave and everybody, you're like, yes! And then Then the movie is just Bumblebee, which is a good character, and then these, like, 2 no-name Decepticons. Like, where...
I was actually happy with the way that they chose these random characters. It wasn't, like, stakes of the world going at it. It was very localized stakes, and it felt like a good intro to Transformers again.
I guess.
This should have been the first movie.
I agree. I like this movie a lot. I do think that one thing also, I do think that nothing against John Cena, his acting in this movie is kind of meh.
It is. I mean, he's a fucking wrestler.
Yeah. Like, at the end when he's like, soldier, and then he, like, salutes Bumblebee. I was like, this is the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life. But, yeah, I honestly enjoyed the movie.
It has its cheese moments.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. Definitely, after watching this is... a cool way that they're doing because they said that this is a reboot. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the Transformers franchise. I would love if the Decepticons do come to Earth, and then like everybody, like Megatron is there and Starscream and all those people.
I hope
that'd
so.
Be cool as
I really
fuck.
hope that they restart this thing and reboot it the right way.
And please let Bumblebee talk, for the love of God. I'm gonna kill somebody.
Gets his voice back in the next one.
Yeah. I don't know. I also feel like the movie ends very abruptly.
It does. That was my biggest critique with it, honestly.
Like, it's like, okay, he wins, and then he leaves Charlie, and then all of a sudden Optimus is there, and then the Autobots are coming down. That's it. You're like, okay.
But do you also see that it ties into the Transformers because he turns into the new Camaro?
Yes. I didn't like that, honestly.
I didn't
particularly like that.
And they actually took that out of the director's cut. If you buy the movie, it actually has the scene cut out.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Because
that wasn't something the director did. It was actually the producer that did that.
So, did they change the scene when he's driving on the Golden Gate Bridge next to Optimus? Or who you assume is Optimus?
No, that scene was there.
No, because he's the new Camaro in that scene.
I know, but it was the original what do you call it?
So
he
stays the bug.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I'm super excited. They had the original or somebody that sounds exactly like Soundwave. I was like on board in the beginning. I wanted more of that.
He did sound.
I wanted more of that. And then we get this very contained story, which is not bad. Me personally, I wanted a really cool Transformers movie, and at the end of the day, this is a really cool Bumblebee movie. So you're not...
Well, that's why it's called Bumblebee.
I know. That's fine. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it's fine that Bumblebee could be the main character, and there could still be more Transformers. That's fine. It's just... I don't know.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more Transformers, more cool fights between, all these robots that I've grown up with and that I love.
think that okay, so if I was producing Bumblebee, after 5 Transformer movies where you have used Optimus Prime, Megatron, and it has not been well received anymore.
I know.
I can understand why they went with less, because less is more, but
Yes.
It's also, let's test the waters and come. It's a different director. Let's see how this is received, and if this is received well, and we're able to, like you guys are saying, reboot the franchise, keeping it this way, cool. Because this way we can be introduced to more Transformers as time goes on, and not just the same rehashed Transformers. I mean, in the 5 movies, how many times does Megatron find a way to come back?
Yes, I know.
It's like, come on, and at no time, it would have been great if in any of those 5 damn movies, he would have turned into the gun that he originally was in the 80s cartoon.
Look,
I don't understand why they turned Optimus into the 18-wheeler and they kept him as is, but Megatron, we're going to turn you into a tank.
Look,
it was
I really liked the movie, and I don't know if you guys caught the little nod to the animated 80s Transformers movie when Bumblebee plays The Touch by Stan Bush. You got the touch, you got the power. He plays that song, you remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
he plays that song, and I was like, which they play that in the battle in the beginning of the movie in the animated when spoilers, Optimus dies.
Yeah. But also Optimus at the end of Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken, is the original 80s Optimus.
Yeah. They've all had the original, Bumblebee has his original design other than the Camaro at the end, and then I think Optimus is the same design. I actually legit thought that the guy in the beginning of the movie, the jet that he fights, that he kills, I thought that was Starscream for a little bit. And then it turns out to just be...
I thought so too.
And then it just turned out to be some random-ass Decepticon that he just blows up. I don't know.
But that means that if they kind of do a sequel, then we can be introduced to Starscream.
Yeah, well, we see Starscream in the beginning of the movie. Do we even see... Sorry, actually, let me rephrase that. Do we even see Megatron in this movie at all?
Nope.
No.
At all.
At all, right?
At all.
Honestly...
Nope. So the way that I would go with this is, let's say they say, okay, we're going to make a trilogy out of this one, and just a trilogy. In the next one, let's do Starscream. Let's introduce a couple of more Autobots, and it's Starscream trying to do Megatron's bidding, and obviously fails at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And then the third one, we have Megatron versus Optimus, the battle we've been waiting for. And
you've thought way too much about this. You've thought way too much about this.
I also like the choreography. I feel like the mind you, this is a movie that
you could actually see the robots.
No, this is a movie that came out in 2018, so the special effects are much better than a film that came out in 2007. But I don't know, the fight scenes are much better. They're much better choreographed.
You could actually see the robots. You could actually see the goddamn robots fighting instead of this blur of special effects. It's like, what the fuck?
Honestly,
dude?
all in all, it's streaming on Hulu. It's a blast. Coming from a Transformers fan, I think it's the right direction that this franchise should be moving in, and I'm curious and excited to see what they do with it. I give it an 8. It was very fun.
I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
I'll give it a good... Yeah, I'll probably give it a good 8.
Okay.
After having survived the 5 Transformers movies, this was a good breath of fresh air.
I haven't seen 4 and 5,
was.
so
I didn't either.
Good guys get in trouble, good guys get blown up, good Transformers show up, they fight the bad guys and win.
Why have they waited this long to use Unicron? Why?
Right?
Just why?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
Lewis, round out the show, bud.
So, the movie that I wanted to do this week is actually this amazing movie that I've been waiting for it to come out. It stars Gary Oldman, Antonio Banderas, and a whole slew of people, including Meryl Streep. Robert Patrick is in it. Who else? Sharon Stone is in it. I mean, this is a fucking all-star cast, and it is directed by the director of Aaron Brockovich.
It is. Is it what the kids call
graphic.
A banger?
It is a banger for sure. Gary Oldman is actually nominated for an award already for this one. It is called The Laundromat, and it is streaming on Netflix. This is 2019 film, amazing film, directed by Steven Soderbergh, and it is about these guys that run like offshore accounts and stuff like that and launder money through offshore accounts. And the main story revolves around Meryl Streep losing her husband on a boat in Niagara Falls, and you find out that the boat didn't have any insurance whatsoever because the insurance company that they bought their insurance through was a scam. It was an offshore account that didn't have a real company or anything because they didn't expect anything to actually happen to people.
Is that when she sends Robert Patrick as the Terminator to go get revenge and kill them all?
But it revolves around her trying to figure out a way to get money because she sues the company and all that stuff. And it's done in a way that I've never seen a film done before. Steven Soderbergh is one of these directors that honestly, he loves pushing the envelope in every film that he does. Last year we had another film. Actually, the year before, we had a film of his that he shot all on iPhone. Every time he does a film, it does something to push the envelope in one way or another, whether it's good or not. But this one does it in a good way. And the twist at the end of this film, you do not see coming in any way or form. By far, this is probably one of the best Meryl Streep performances I've ever seen in my life. And that's saying a lot, honestly, but she is outstanding in this film. And Gary Oldman, like always, is fucking great. Antonio Banderas is even better. They just jump out of the screen and you forget that they're these actors and you just completely get absorbed in the story of this movie. And it's only an hour and a half long and you don't feel it. It feels like a 20-30 minute film because it goes that quick. I definitely give it probably an 8.5 out of 10. I thought this is definitely something that everybody should watch. It's a fun movie. It's not taken serious. It has its comedic elements and it's really well done, especially if you like dark comedy. So yeah, that's the movie that I wanted to bring to you guys, and that one's streaming on Netflix.
Okay. I'd never heard about this movie until you mentioned it right now.
It's really, really good, honestly. And next week, you guys are going to be watching another amazing movie by George Clooney, actually, and it's called Up in the Air.
Speaking of Batman, George Clooney being Batman.
Yeah, exactly. So, Up in the Air, I don't know if either one of you have seen it before.
Never.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So,
I did it back in the day.
It's a good one.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites from that year when it came out. It was on my top 5 list for that year. So, it's a good watch.
Okay. All right, guys.
And this one's streaming on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay. All right, guys. So, if you enjoyed our show, of course, go check out our other stuff. We got Madman with a Mic, Candlelit Blowjobs, which we did one very recently on Your Name.
Yes.
What a banger. Of course, check out Cellar Door, which is all about Lord of the Rings by Lewis. Wizarding World with William Phoenix, which is all about Harry Potter. I can't speak English. And now that Doctor Who is back, check out Doctor Who in Review.
Yes. Actually, we changed the name. It is the Whovian Complex.
There you go.
Sorry.
Thank you. You should have told me this before the show. Now I look like an idiot.
Yeah,
Thank
no.
you very much. No, I'm kidding. Well,
That's
the
nothing
Whovian
unusual.
Complex.
Yes.
Okay, so check out the Whovian Complex. And, of course, go to manbitesfilm.com and our sister site, diverselygeek.org. And, of course, go over to the YouTubes and send John our love over at Narcotic Casserole. Thank you, Lewis.
Yes.
God,
Thank you,
that is such a
Brandon.
mouthful. Everything that I have to shout out at the end of the show. Dear God. Thank you, William.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. As always, I'm Brandon, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Manbitesfilm.